Happy Friday and welcome to episode 99. It's getting very, very close, Madalena. How are you today? You're back from holiday, but I'm out running around again. Well, you were in Amsterdam, so you were out of the office. Now you're back in your home office, but now I'm out of my office. So it's just a hot mess.
Yes, I am doing well, Rick. After the last three editions, recap editions on the go. As you said, I'm recording from home. It's good to be back at home, just like just to recover. And then, as I was saying before, go back on the road because I like the road.
Oh,
I have to admit that.
I like the road, but I think I'm hitting my limit of the road. I'm in Germany right now, and then next week in Ireland. Ooh, it's the last trip of the year, but it is basically the end of the year, so it's just really, really busy. But you know what else has been really busy? The
The
community.
community.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not breaking the rule, but we are going bonkers on special department and who's new. So let's start off strong in Kubernetes corner from one of the Veeam MVPs, Patricio. What do we have going on here, Maddie?
So Patricio will be more present in the Kubernetes corner. So that's great for us. That's great news because he's really passionate about all Kubernetes things. And he's also posting in here. He's talking about Kasten's multi-cluster manager mode. He's basically is like how you can centrally manage multiple Kubernetes clusters through a centralized management console. And this actually simplifies Kasten K10 operations across multiple Kubernetes clusters, which is pretty awesome because when we have a lot of things to do, we all look into how to simplify things and how to get the work done, right? So this is one way. So thank you, Patricio, for the article, and looking forward to see more content from you.
Yeah, so this is a great topic. Oh, it's in Espanol, but no problem. I can just translate it. But yes, this is a great. So the long story is available over here on his own blog, and that's one of the benefits of those Veeam MVPs because the social share part isn't part of their job, but they're going above and beyond. So thank you so much for sharing, Patricio. Next up, Christian with his beloved security stuff, talking about VMware tools and Windows Update, walking into some trouble. So VMware tools on Windows has an issue, and of course, the best thing to do is to update. But what else caught your eye on this one?
Yeah, so apparently this vulnerability was found, as you said, in VMware tools for Windows, and it was reported, and it seems like more specific, it was found in a VM3 DMP drive. And Chris is telling us about how can this vulnerability be exploited, but also what should we do to remediate this issue. So simple, sweet, and helpful.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like it wasn't the worst of potential security issues, as it says it has the ability to pass messages, right? Which isn't the worst of things, but it can absolutely be a distraction. But either way, good catch here, Christian. Thanks for sharing. All right, number 3 of featured content, but not yet breaking the rule because we went bonkers on special department. Michael is continuing his series on the Sober archive tier.
Yeah, basically he talks about a feature available since V11, the archive tier for the scale-out backup repository, and this article is supposed to have like 4 parts. This is the third part, as Michael promised. And I'm looking forward as well for the 4th part. He's explaining and configure the feature. He's talking about basing settings, advanced settings, networking settings, data protection settings, review settings. I like it. It feels like a demo, very easy to go through, honestly. So thank you for that, Michael. Really, really good one.
Yeah, and I need to have my auto scroll go quicker to cover the thoroughness that he has going on here. And yeah, this is an Azure example, but again, great stuff. And you can find the other So part 1 and part 2 are still linked here as related topics. And Michael, we definitely look forward to part 4. All right, that concludes the actual content. Maddie and I agree that we're not breaking the rules, but it is so busy right now, everyone. We have special department news for days, and so we're going to start with that. And we have another one of these special online community events with Code Cloud and a Kubernetes trainer, Mumshad Monabeth, and I really apologize if I messed that up. But tell me about this upcoming event.
Yes, I'm looking forward for this event. Actually, all our guests are important. Mumshad is a really special guest, and we are going to have an event on the 6th of December, which is next week, at Kubernetes Corner with Jeff and his guest, as you said, Mumshad, who is the CEO and the founder of Code Cloud. For those who don't know, Code Cloud. It is a platform where you can start your journey with DevOps and Kubernetes. And for those interested, definitely advise to attend this event. And why not just go to Code Cloud website? I don't know, maybe you can open it and share it so people can see as well. Code Cloud, maybe we can share a link to this recap as well, because there's so much information for everyone that wants to actually start a journey or they want to improve on this journey, you know.
Oh, there are like 40,
right 40 plus courses. Look at that. They have hands-on labs as well. They have a lot of information. So just go and register for this event. That's my...
Well, we've got, number one, we have pretty good registration already. But then secondly, I just love that between Kubernetes Corner and what Jeff and some of the others have done to kind of aggregate Yonkang, different resources. If you're out there and if you're wanting to learn Kubernetes, the only reason you wouldn't be able to is just not allocating the time. The resources are here. So thank you so much, Jeff and Mumshad, for preparing this content. I personally cannot attend this, but we will record it with the go-to bit, and we'll make sure we feature it on the follow-up, like we will something else that we're going to talk about here in a second. So we're recording on the 30th on Wednesday, and so Thursday is the 1st, and then we're going to push this out on the 2nd, but December is chocolatey month. And aside from the cool graphic, what is chocolatey month, Maddie?
Basically, we had a special edition on Automation Desk last week, so I'm not going to insist a lot on this because we have so many other subjects to talk about. But just for the ones that are interested in automation and they want to also have some fun this month, Maurice and the leaders are organizing like a quiz. So they're going to have like daily questions and you can win some prizes. Maurice actually wrote a really good comprehensive article on that. So probably the best way to get the right information is to access that article and read it. But I promise it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give this one a try too. And I can tell the audience here, if you're wanting to get started with automation, chocolatey and the other packages that Maurice has been talking about actually makes it really, really easy. So you don't have to be an automation guru. You can do some really interesting things. And the best part is you can use Maurice's work and the other resources out there. You don't have to invent the tools to make wheels. You can just roll with it. There we go. Speaking of another group, this has already happened, but the French-speaking Africa user group had an online event yesterday from our recording date, and you said it was just awesome.
Yes, I want to give my special thanks to Arno, to Amin and Fortuné. Amin and Fortuné are the VUG leaders, and Arno is working for Veeam, and they've been really delivering great content yesterday. We had over 60 people joining the event, great questions, and I just wanted to actually give the special thanks and to also bring to people's attention in case they missed the event that there is a YouTube group in there. We have the event recorded, so they can always go and rewatch it. So yeah, it was good.
I skimmed through this video, and this is exactly a great V12 preview. They're talking about how to use these capabilities, and then they even went through some demos, talking about some Linux stuff, and then going through that's the best practices analyzer. They're showing you how these work. This is great. I am really blown away by this level of content, and it's going into V12, which is really cool, which is kind of going to be a thing. Just going to say for the rest of our recaps until V12 is out, it's going to be a big deal. But thank you so much, Arnand, Fortune, and Amin, who have helped bring that content together. And true story, Maddie, I was going to make Arnand a Vanguard, but then he joined Veeam, right? So it's like just too quick, but outstanding work.
He can be an MVP. I don't know, maybe
he's on a path. He's on a path, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Vanguards, and Maddie's rocking the shirt. I'm not today. I should have thought about that. Vanguard nominations are open. So for those of you who've been following the community site, we announced the legends, and those are like based on activity on the community hub, R&D forums, user groups, etc. But the three programs, the MVPs, the Legends, and Vanguards, they each have their different kind of modes of entry based on how someone engages, and in the case of the MVP program, where someone works. But for the Vanguards, it's an open nomination process. So if you're out in the field and you think you can, stand with this really good crowd, we are taking them through early January. So I have both a post on the Veeam blog and then also on the community site. We just have a link right there to get it. And, I'll be transparent. We put this out as a public nomination, but it's a pretty select group. I mean, we call it Veeam 100 for a reason, because we kind of think all of the programs together should be about 100 people. Yeah,
and so I really loved the way you actually created this article. The fact that you actually went to our Vanguards and asked for them to write about their experience with the program. I think it's the best way to do it for other people to understand what this program brings, what is the value of this program. Because if I just put together some information, or you put together, or anyone from Veeam, it wouldn't have the same effect. Like I actually saw Luciano shared this article on LinkedIn, and somebody was like, why would I join it? And I had to comment. I was like, just go and see all these people, all their experience in there. You only need to read this article and you're going to figure out why you want to join this program.
Yeah, good point. And so full disclosure, Maddie, I learned a long time ago, you can get a lot more work done when you leverage help from others, right? So I kind of filled out the article with the extra perspective, and thank you to those who did. But I do think that's a good way to give a number of different perspectives. And, I think it's also important that we really zoom into the threefold strategy between the three programs. I really like this as our kind of community mission statement. Speaking of nominations, another type of nomination is open, the VIAs, the Veeam Innovation Awards. That went live the same day just by accident.
Can I ask you what is this nomination? Because I didn't see it before, so it's a new thing for me as well.
Yeah, it's been, I don't want to say on a pause, but it's been just redirected a little bit from the last couple of years. The way Veeam has transpired, it had an impact on the VIAs. And so there's really two types, a customer and a partner. And this is really important because partners are in Veeam's DNA. Now, a VIA, a Veeam Innovation Award, really is just a recognition of an organization doing interesting things with Veeam technologies. Now, it's not an award that says, yes, I'm using the whole platform. Okay, that's good. But, maybe like I know a couple of service providers that are doing some detection inside of the backups for threats and immediately shut it down, or like Ben Young's done some amazing things where it scans and does things if it finds things. And then some customers have done really good resiliency designs and things like that. And I just love seeing what comes in. But we have a permanent home on the Veeam webpage for this now. So there's like this constant intake of nominations from customers and partners. Here are some previous recipients and how they've used the products. They have a little video, they have a little story. So it's a great vehicle to go further. And I don't want to take the keyword from this year's VeeamON, but let's just say it's gonna align pretty well. I'll leave it right there.
Okay, that sounds all pretty interesting. Is there like a deadline for this, or?
Oh, that's a great up until 10th of February.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not too long. So we only have like about 2 months and a bit. So people should hurry up to do the nominations.
And between now and then, both the Vanguard nomination ending and the VIA nominations, we got the holidays, just this little thing going on. And I just want to bring everyone's attention to, you can send a card, wishing
this is so cute.
I just want to know how they make it snow confetti on that webpage. I don't know how to do that.
That's a CSS.
Oh.
Way to do it. Yes.
All hail Madi knowing her web technology. But yeah, I'll tweet that. Let's do that. There you go. So you can do it that way, that easy, or you can, you just go through that. I think it's fun, right? These are cute. Anyways, that's a cool thing that you can engage. And then the last 3 things I want to talk about, I kind of already talked about.
Only 3 left.
Only 3 pieces of special department news.
Okay.
V12. And it really is going to start in the community. We're talking internally. We're getting real serious about the launch for V12. And I said, hey, everyone, did you all know that we already have 181 topics talking about V12 out in the community? Yeah, I love it because I've got these external people already talking about it. And, Maddie, we've covered it through the recaps, but there's an incredible body of content already out there about V12.
We never actually looked at the data and how many topics were there. So honestly, I just want to give my thanks to all people, all members that contributed. Probably I'm not going to be able to say all names because there are so many in there, but they all know who they are. And we're really, really grateful for all that content, great content throughout the year.
Yeah, and you'll see a lot of the legends and the Vanguards driving some of this stuff. And you'll see a lot of the, people on the rise, like Stabs, sharing this stuff. So there's already a lot of content out there. So if you're really wanting to get ready for V12, definitely start in the community. But also, we're getting ready to launch a big, like a webinar campaign and some other parts of the campaign. Now, the product marketing team is driving this, but they just had their first one, security readiness best practices. So Matt Crape, one of the new resources on product marketing, former Vanguard, is really going through that. You can replay that webinar. I'll have a link in the recap as well. But you can go through that right now. And then coming up is enterprise application resiliency. And then as we're recording this, the object storage one will come out soon. So on the next recap, I will have a link to that one. But so much V12 stuff in the hopper. So
that's really great.
Yeah. But aside from this ridiculous amount of special department news, Maddie, we kind of, I don't want to say we broke a rule, but remember we had our kind of field episode at VMware Explorer. You had your vacation. I had holiday. Guess what we didn't do for 3 weeks in a row?
Who's new? Let's go over that.
Yes, and wow. plus 296. We've had an incredible stretch here, and I feel that this is more, it's actually stronger because these are 3 weeks basically averaging almost 100 each week. So this is outstanding. And there's no way when we publish the recap I'm going to be mentioning all of these. It's just too much typing, and it would completely look like spam.
Yes, I agree. But so we can just share it in this format, and next time we'll tag people.
And then we do want to highlight 3 of the coolest usernames. The Spooky One, Open Source Soror, which is, by the way, the coolest of cool that I've ever seen, and Choco Josh, just in time for Chocolatey Month. So some pretty cool usernames in the mix. But that's not all. We have one special welcome to Sophia. Now, she's not on the recap, but she is on our team. She's joined last week, and she's actually, I love it. Her and Madi already are interlocking. We had a call with the legends. You're gonna see Sophia start engaging, but we've made an addition to the team.
We are very happy to have Sophia in our team.
Yeah, so big welcome, Sophia. And for those watching the recap, just know that Sophia is on the Rickatron list of approved persons up there with Madi and the other people on Veeam Product Strategy. But yeah, when we're growing like this, we definitely need to scale it. So much going on. So thank you so much, Madi, for preparing all of this. As you always do, you come in prepared.
Thank you, Rick.
All right, everyone. Sorry we went long, but it's V12. It's product launch time. It's just going to be the way it is until V12's out. And I forgot to put a link to one of the other V12 things because Kirsten and I did a live stream on it. But again, the V12 content, it's going to start happening and be ready for you. So might take over special department for a while, but we'll see. Have a nice weekend, Madi and everyone else, and we'll see you. Oh, wait, 100 is next. What are we going to do?
Yes. Well, stay tuned for that. We will figure it out. We already have some ideas, but we have to put all that information together. Yeah. But stay tuned. It's going to be a big surprise.
I've got a few things, and we had the ideas come through. So I don't know. We haven't spoken about it, Madi. Maybe we should skip a week to kind of build it up. I don't know.
We could do that as well. We'll let people know.
We could do episode 99.5.
Oh, wow.
That might be
How
weird.
would that be?
That's maybe not a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
not
we
not
can
one of
just
my better ideas.
Keep it in order to put things together. Let's see how it goes.
Or, we do have the holidays coming up. Maybe I'll space it a little bit so we finish the year with 100.
That would be a good idea.
That might
well.
work. That might work. We'll think about it. We're thinking.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get back to everyone on that. But thanks again, Madi. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on episode 100.